Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I am back for our stitch along, and we are doing a stitch called Granitos, and I've already started working my lettering of Granitos with the stitches, and as you can see they make lovely little bobbles, quite textural because I'm using this quite large size. I think it's a knitting cotton, but it's a lovely variegated blue, so I thought it might be fun to use and create quite a nice textural effect. It's a pretty simple stitch, and I actually really have been enjoying doing it. It's been very relaxing to do, which is exactly what I was feeling in need of. So let me show you how it is done. So I'm going to start up the top of my O. And we'll call this the bottom and we'll call this the top, even though I'm going to sort of turn my piece to the side just to make it easier to film. So I'm come out at the bottom just below my line, and I'm going to take my needle back in at the top just a little bit above where I came up, and then I'm going to bring my needle back through the same hole at the bottom. So this is important, you're always working through the same hole. And then I'm going to take my needle back up to the top, and I'm going to leave my thread hanging down to what is actually the left. And I'm going to make sure that that second thread that we're laying lays to the left of the first stitch. So it's laying to the side of that. Then we're going to come back up through the hole, same hole. And then the next stitch going back through the same hole in the top, and I'm going to let it lay to the right by just sort of leaving my thumb on the little bobble area and making sure that the thread goes to the right. And then we're going to come back through the same hole a fourth time, back through the same hole at the top, and again let the thread this time lay to the left. And that's what will give you your lovely little bobble shape. So I'll then come down a bit further round on my line. Oops, got a little knot, fix that up. And then just bring my needle slightly up the line and go in. And then again, you're going to come out through the same hole at the bottom. Go through the same hole at the top. And the second stitch, you're going to lay down to the left of the first. And then you're going to do the same, come back through the same hole at the bottom, go back through the same hole at the top, but this next stitch you're going to get to lay to the right hand side of the first stitch. And then you're going to do a fourth stitch from the bottom through the same hole, back in the same hole at the top, and this final and fourth stitch you're going to lay to the left. And that will give you your lovely little bobble. So we'll just keep working our way around till we get our O and our S done. You can sort of space them out as much as you want. It sounds like from the book you can actually do more than 4 stitches, so I guess you'd just keep alternating if that was the case. So again, this second stitch gets laid to the left, and then the third stitch gets laid to the right. And then the fourth stitch goes back to the left. And I just find it helps if I put my sort of finger where I want it to lay down to. So I'll do one at the very bottom. Maybe need to make that one a tiny bit bigger. There we go. So always coming up and going down through the same hole, and it's just the different side that you lay the thread to. So first of all to the left or below it, and then to the right, so that side. And then the final one to the left. And then we just keep working our way around. So I think it's a relaxing stitch to do. And it could be great for flowers or centers of flowers, or even just a background effect if you wanted something a bit more textural than a seed stitch. So it is a great little stitch to have in the repertoire. we go, and then one more up here, I think. And that will be our O done. I was going to say circle, but no, it's meant to be an O. So I hope you're having a great day or a great evening. I'm filming this on Saturday. As I think I've said recently, it has been exhausting times at work. I'm looking forward to when this period of time is done and dusted. I won't say any more about it, but it has not been my most favouriteest working experience of late. I work with amazing people and none of that's changed. We do amazing work, but this particular thing has not been an awesome experience. And it has been a very, very long hours. And I know something's tiring me out when I don't even get to stitch in the evenings, because that had become such a habit, such a habitually wonderful thing that I was doing. And yeah, it's been more of the rarity that I actually get a couple of stitches done, and just so exhausted. Just didn't even have the energy, even if I was not actually still working at the time that I would normally be stitching. But anyway, I will stop talking about it because it's the weekend, and I promised myself I would give myself a full and proper break and recharge. Final stitch on this little one. We're almost there. I just need to do the last few little granitos around the shape of the S. And I'm sure if you absolutely didn't come through exactly the same hole, it's not the end of the world. It's just, it helps to get that nice little bobbly shape by concentrating on doing it. And by laying the threads down either side, it does just give you that, again, a more even shape. Again, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't work out perfectly shaped. So let me know in the comments if you think you'll use this stitch for something, if you've got an idea. Oh, sorry, bumped the camera, apologies folks. Got too excited, obviously. Actually had a lovely time today because I got to go to the reverse art truck after having not been there for months, I think, since I was last visiting there. And I had the most wonderful set of finds. So I've got a video that I filmed as I kind of went through it all when I got back home. And that will show on... In fact, it probably will have... I think it will have played by the time you're... Or maybe I'll be playing around this time on the Thursday. Let me see when I think this one will be... Yeah, no, I think it will have gone live when you're watching this video. So check it out. Perfect timing, actually. Which way? I think I've still got to lay one on that side. And one final one on this side. So yeah, I had incredible luck there. Got the most wonderful things. Now I've just got to put it all away. It's sitting in a bag next to me because I thought, oh, I better get all my videos done for the week ahead for the stitch along before I start playing around, before I move back to doing some more work on my Roxy piece as well. I've got lots of lovely trims to include for that. Sorry, I'm risking going off camera, so I better just keep my focus on. Okay, and one final stitch. So I thought it'd take absolutely ages to do this, but yeah, it wasn't terribly, or maybe just because I was relaxed, I didn't actually notice the time. So yeah, I'll have to play around at another time with doing more stitches and just sort of seeing what sort of effect you get if you keep laying them down either side. quite effective, like with wool as well, to create berries, for example. So I'll just give this an iron once I'm done to just remove the friction marker where I've written it down. But I think that's a really effective little textural stitch. As you can see, it is quite textural. It sits out beautifully from the fabric. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for Hem Stitch Antique. So we'll have some fun with that. Bye everyone, take care.